Do indoor plants at home increase oxygen level of air inside the rooms? Not really, as most of the people think. Listen carefully. Even you may need to change your lifestyle to enjoy a healthy environment all the time. Be vigilant to avoid silent and threatening long-term effects on your life. Plants do add oxygen to the rooms during daytime, but in such small amounts that their contribution to the composition of air in a room is negligible. This is mainly due to comparatively small size of the plants and lack of enough sunlight inside of a house. Logically, it follows that plants in a home would also contribute a significant amount of oxygen. There is no doubt that they produce oxygen, but how much do they produce? Is the amount significant enough compared to the amount we consume? Does a home with plants have a higher oxygen level than one without plants? Actually, not a single plant will produce oxygen at night, and this lasting myth continues to be in hearts of many people even nowadays. In fact, some type of plants takes little carbon dioxide in at night through the process called chrysallation acid metabolism, that is, CAM. These plants take carbon dioxide at night and use it during daytime for photosynthesis and release oxygen. They can't absorb carbon dioxide during daytime, since its leaves close most of its openings to save water through transpiration. But not to forget that even these plants respirate day and night, consuming oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. In nature, the production of oxygen is so important that without plants we would soon use it up and die. Through photosynthesis, plants combine carbon dioxide and water together to produce sugars and oxygen needed for its growth. Everyone accepts this fact, and sunlight is a must for this process to continue. Let's understand the science behind this. We all need to know that the composition of air shows 78% of nitrogen, 21% of oxygen, 0.9% of argon, and only 0.04% of carbon dioxide at normal conditions. During exhale, we breathe out 78% of nitrogen, 16% of oxygen, 4% of carbon dioxide, and balance 2% containing water vapor, and very small amount of other gases. Factually, humans consume 5% of oxygen from air they breathe in, and expel 4% of carbon dioxide back to the air during breathe out. Humans consume 550 liters of oxygen per day. Plants produce 22 liters of oxygen for every 150 grams of growth of its tissues. Then plants would need to increase in weight by 3.75 kilograms each day to produce the oxygen used by one person. Keep in mind that plants grow very slowly. Adding 3.75 kilograms to your houseplants every day would require a huge number of plants. In homes, the plants cannot produce oxygen at anywhere near the amounts we consume. Let's see what happens if you sleep 8 hours in a sealed room, not just in a closed room, of 12 feet of length and width, and also a height of 9 feet to the ceiling. you will have 7,770 liters of oxygen in a total of 37,000 liters of air inside this room. After 8 hours, you will have consumed 183 liters of oxygen, leaving 7,587 liters more left inside. That shows 20.5% of oxygen still left inside of this sealed room, compared to initial 21% you had. Initially, 14.8 liters of carbon dioxide were there, and after 8 hours, you have increased this amount to a total of 160 liters. It will make 0.43% of carbon dioxide in room now, compared to the initial 0.04% we had. Similarly, if 2 people left in a sealed room for 8 hours, oxygen percentage will come down to 20.0%, and carbon dioxide will go up to 0.82%. From this one can assume that there is enough oxygen left in this sealed room, and can go on adding people to the room. But it is not, and here is the outcome you get in a situation like this. If you are alone, you will not feel any discomfort, and you will still be in a good healthy environment after 8 hours of sleep. If there are 2 people or more, remember that this is in a well-sealed room. Main concern is firstly due to the increased level of carbon dioxide, before it comes to the oxygen deficiency later on. Serious side effects can occur when the oxygen level drops below the lower limit of safe zone of 19.5%. When oxygen level drops from 19.5% to 16.0%, your cells will start failing, even without any physical activity. Continuous starvation of oxygen will affect functions of brain cells, and humans won't survive with levels at 6% or lower. On the other hand, when exposed to carbon dioxide levels above 0.5% for too long, it can cause headache, dizziness, and nausea, making you exhausted soon. Exposure of humans to carbon dioxide percentages over 17 to 30 will make quick loss of control, leading to unconsciousness, coma, and death. Remember, people have a much larger effect on oxygen and carbon dioxide levels in a room than plants. The main factor contributing to good oxygen levels is the ventilation rate, that is the exchange of air with the outdoors. If you want plants in your room, keep them, and will do good in many ways than just the oxygen they produce. But make sure the room is not sealed fully, and there is space for ventilation, just for fresh air to creep in and balance the gas percentages to a comfortable and healthy level inside of the room.